at the end of this best of 5? Will it be Alpine Esports or the Charlotte Phoenix? Let's find out. Early advantage going to Charlotte as Dapper tries to keep that in the zone, but Percy does a great job getting downfield through a couple defenders. And I would imagine that Alpine's got to be the favorite here in this match as Magic Bear sets one up for Jordan. His shot goes behind the entire defense, but just wide of the mark. Percy now trying to center for Jordan and almost took out Karma on the back wall. That's given away, and Shadow's going to score. Empty net as he picks their pocket.
Good read here from Shadow on the play. No boost here on the play. 12 here, but he just needs to get in between this pass. Alpine, a very pass-oriented team, but Shadow spots the hole and he strikes.
We mentioned very briefly back in the Rogue Sonics series that Rogue had a ton of demos. It was in that series against the Phoenix, and Magic Bear with the dunk of the day.
And this, I mean, Shadow's on the back wall, full boost, but just did not expect that read from Magic Bear. Dunks to get that equalizer back from Alpine. They strike back very, very quickly, Stacks.
Charlotte Phoenix, 8 demolitions, 25 times in 4 games, 14 of which came from First Killer, and he added another 14 against the Sonics. So they'll be relieved to have all 3 defenders on the field for this play, and almost scoring was Jordan. The defense still out of sorts a bit, but Karma gets a good clear. Dapper finishes this off. Downfield they go as Karma's headhunting, looking for Percy, but nobody got a shot off. And now look at Jordan back the other way into an empty net.
Clean opportunity for Charlotte, but no one to make a connection on the ball. Leaves the net wide open. Easy coasting for Alpine, as this one, pretty much a free goal given to them off of the misses from Charlotte Phoenix.
2-1 to Alpine Esports, but that's a freebie that Charlotte's going to be kicking themselves for, and they get it right back. Shadow's got both goals for the Phoenix.
And almost a flip of the script here. Shadow getting a quick touch and a quick goal in response to the open net, just pulling Charlotte back in this game 1. No team really having any dominant control so far. There's been a mix of creative plays, but also mistakes that just should not be happening on both sides. The cleaner play, though, will prevail here.
So it's been pretty much a pair of free goals for the Charlotte Phoenix, and one freebie for Alpine as well. Shadow, backboard, nobody home, as Percy has the clear. Nobody charging forward for the Phoenix. Now Percy trying to get out of the corner, but Dapper's right there with a good read, and that pinballs around downfield. It's a fortunate break for the Phoenix as Jordan was waiting around for that corner boost, and Percy, all he can do is sky this up, but that does send Charlotte retreating as Percy keeps this in for a little while longer. Dapper's got a turn, and he panicked and missed the ball, so Percy's got another freebie.
And this was tough. Shadow had no boost on the rotation back. Dapper needed to get a touch there on the play. Percy comes through, clear shot, and you can see Shadow used the last of his 12 boosts as he attempts to make a save. No way he can stop that shot from Percy.
It is amazing when you look at the numbers for both these teams in the regional so far. Neither is averaging giving up 2 goals a game. You've got 1.62 and 1.69 on both sides, but they are not playing like it right now. A lot of defensive miscues have led to a 3-2 scoreline in favor of Alpine with still half a game to go. Here is Magic Bear. He's got Percy on the opposite side. Magic and Jordan had to stay back. Magic Bear could not play this any further downfield. Charlotte should be able to take over. It's Karma, has Shadow downfield. Redirect to get that centered, and Magic Bear stuffs the shot from Karma.
Great stuff, too. Charlotte need to get this one downfield. They've been playing a pretty solid game, able to give themselves a lot of opportunities. but still, it hasn't been enough just yet.
Like what Charlotte's willing to do when they do get a chance downfield, willing to go inside out or outside in, trying to make the defense kind of shift around, burn a lot of boost. They try to work around the corners. Here's Shadow setting up Dapper. Dapper trying to barrel through. Karma and Shadow both commit, and now they've got to scramble back as Alpine combines for the stop. That is pounded off the side. They waited too long, and Magic Bear watches it bounce in.
Magic Bear just watching this one coast through. All it takes is a solid challenge and just a whiff on the goal line. You see Karma getting super close there, but not enough once again. It's been a lot of close touches for Charlotte Phoenix. They just need to make contact with this ball stacks. It's honestly as simple as that.
It's amazing that a team at this level could give up that goal in particular, because after the double commit by Karma and Shadow, you would have thought they'd all be in a dead sprint back. And instead, they just kind of hung around in the zone. They tried to stay up there. They did not need to send everybody forward. Shadow shot blocked by Jordan. Now they do need to throw caution to the wind, and that's going to mean easy pickings for Alpine as Percy drops one down. Magic Bear puts the dagger right in their heart in game one.
Yeah, this has got to be it here for game one. I mean, a clear look. That's honestly a solid pass too out from Percy. Gives Magic Bear plenty of time, and Charlotte Phoenix is caught out on a poor rotation. And now we're sitting here a 3-goal lead, and the way Alpine are moving, they don't show any signs of stopping, Stacks.
Shadow to the back wall, nothing doing there as Alpine Esports will close in on a game one victory. It was a back and forth affair for the first half of the game. Percy does get this away from the oncoming Karma. The only question now is what will the final scoreline be? Not a matter of who is going to prevail in this opener. Charlotte, you can take a lot of lessons out of this opening game. They have got to shore things up on the defensive end. The communication in particular may have to be better. That spiked down into the ground as Alpine does indeed take game one.
It's interesting to think about looking at this particular game one, how different it would be if just Charlotte hit just a few more touches that they shouldn't have missed. And it's just not even to pick on them as well. It's just everything is so blatant here from the team that, you know, it would just be blasphemy just to ignore it. So Charlotte Phoenix, everything seemed to go well in their favor too, if you think about it. Lots of easy transitions downfield, setting up really good goal scoring opportunities. Just need to finish, and I feel like they'd be in a much better spot. That's an easy adjustment to make going into game two.
Alpine Esports in this tournament have had some games where they have exploded offensively, especially in the matchups where you would definitely expect them to be able to run up the score, and putting 5 up here in game one. That's a good sign if you're an Alpine fan.
It is. As Alpine, again, they're doing a pretty solid job so far, hitting some good shots, finding each other on those pass plays. I mean, that's really the bread and butter for this team, Stacks. The fact that they're able to just find each other no matter what, on offense or in transition or on defense. It gives them so much room to work with as teams. Try as hard as they can to get in front of that pass game. But Alpine, look at this, you see it right here, drop down, and almost Magic Bear gets a goal. Beautiful touch. Jordan looking for the double, and will find it, but Dapper able to give the save.
Just as a quick scan of their game so far, that is the 3rd time today they have dropped 5 goals. They did it twice against Jamal Jabari back in the 2nd round. Here's Dapper trying to center. Charlotte looking for the lead, and it is Shadow who's got all 3 for Charlotte.
And there it is, Shadow, right place, right time. Great pinch from Dapper. Defense from Alpine, just all in the wrong place, trying to readjust. Charlotte identified, and they punish.
What was Jordan doing there? He was stuck on the side, on the near side, inside the goal. He was completely out of the play, trying to make up for it now, and boy has he, setting up Percy.
Jordan bringing things right back, picking up the mid boost off the ceiling, dodges into it, tries to follow it up, but Percy there to play the low challenge. Alpine, this is reminiscent of game 1 as they quickly strike back off of Charlotte taking the lead.
Like a prize fight. Back and forth they go, changing haymakers. Percy couldn't get underneath Shadow. Now Karma against Magic Bear. Popping that up for Shadow. Jordan hasn't cleared this yet as Dapper comes up to keep the pressure on. This is much better from Charlotte. Not seeing double commits in the first minute, but that missed by Karma could open things up for Alpine. Magic Bear had a tough time controlling that ball on the wall, and that shot easily set away.
A lot of fans keeping their eyes on this series, Stacks, as there's so many questions coming into this one. You look at Alpine, questions on if they can return to that strong, dominant gameplay that they saw when they were once called Affinity. Questions on Charlotte Phoenix on if they could find the magic that almost brought them into RLCS qualification. Both teams here have something to prove against each other. They want to stay alive here in stage 2 as they battle back and forth.
Dapper got this across, but nobody charging forward. Shadow was all the way back, and now Percy is around him. Karma scrambling around to avoid contact, waiting in the net, and she can easily clear this away thanks to a big demo from Shadow. That is probably not where Percy wanted to play that ball, and it has thrown Alpine's defense into disarray for a moment, but Jordan's going to have this away, and that ball, again, rolled a long way before anybody got onto it. Magic Bear thought about going up for this and realized Dapper had him beat by a mile.
Magic Bear to Percy, there it is, top down to Magic Bear! Alpine Esports find each other again for a successful play.
And this is what we talk about, going across the field, left to right, back to the left, as that drops right down to Magic Bear. Very difficult to defend because you lose track of where the oncoming attackers are. And in that case, it works out perfectly for Alpine, gives them the lead right about the midway point. And this is where they started to dominate game 1.
Stacks, at this point, looking at Alpine and seeing them create those pass plays, that's an angle that is picture perfect. That ball doesn't touch the ground once it leaves Magic Bear's car. Karma strikes back, and it's honestly at the right time, too. They have to slow down this Alpine momentum off of great touch from Dapper. Goes straight down, there's a whiff on the play, and Karma can pick things up to equalize.
Yeah, at that point, and I think the Charlotte is a team that just collectively, especially between Karma and Shadow, just has to go, when things start going wrong, you start thinking, oh no, not again, because they've had so many chances and so many things go horribly wrong at the worst possible time to get a quick answer to tie things back up. Could get the lead, but Dapper unable to score. Now they all got to get back. Jordan throwing towards an empty net, could not put it on target, and then Karma just got back in time to slam shut the door.
Charlotte Phoenix have to be careful here, Stacks. They're sending the whole house on offense. Things that, again, led them to get scored on. Meanwhile, look at this 2v1 situation, and Percy flip reset to push that one in, and Alpine takes the lead. Oh my goodness, it's beautiful.
No mercy, and Shadow's in an impossible spot because as soon as he even starts to think about going up for the challenge, he's got another guy coming in looking for a demo. It was impossible, and Alpine is back in front. Charlotte needs to find yet another response. Karma can't, Shadow can, but it's going to be well wide.
Thanks from Charlotte Phoenix looking a little shaky, but they are bringing this ball downfield. Finding that right moment is huge for them, and they have to find the ball on defense. Great save from Dapper. Solid clear out too. Shadow will get credit for a goal. Here's the pressure. There's Dapper trying to play this in. Charlotte Phoenix have all the cards in their hands. Let's see what they do with it.
Shadow looking for a way to get that ball out to Karma, but threw it out too far. Now Dapper has to make a stop, get some boost. Now the clear out to Karma, and Percy, all he can do is pop that ball in the air so Jordan can take over. 45 seconds. Here comes Dapper. Missed as Percy got there first. Magic Bear will steal some of Charlotte's boost, but now he's got to scramble back. as his teammates may need him here in the final 30. Magic Bear again to the backboard, making it even tougher for Charlotte to get downfield. That miss by Shadow could spell some trouble. They do keep the attack alive. Dapper's shot, rather, I think it was Karma's shot, sails high, and Charlotte's going to want that one back. She did get a demo, though. It is open for Shadow, and he set it up for Karma.
Oh.
Now Dapper looking to tie, and he can't. They could not get anything towards the net with any kind of speed, and that may just about do it. Can't keep the ball in the air, and Alpine hangs on to take game 2.
Hang on, they do. Charlotte Phoenix, so much offensive pressure. 10 shots over the course of that game, and I got to think at least half of them were scored in the final, totaled in the final minute of that.
Yep.
So much pressure from them, so many close opportunities, but still unable to find the mark here. And that is just honestly a big factor. Going against Alpine, a team that just has these really good pass plays, these solid transitions, you need to take every opportunity you can get. And now, Charlotte Phoenix, they're going to have to go by their motto here and really rise from the ashes, because at this point, they have no more lives left.
3 goals from Shadow, 1 from Karma, and that is it for the Charlotte Phoenix. Meanwhile, they're getting outscored 8-4 in the series, as Magic Bear has as many goals by himself as Charlotte has as a team. They've got a lot to overcome here, but it starts with a single game. Karma will play this deep into the Alpine zone, and we'll see how long it stays there. Not very long. Magic Bear trying to get by Shadow. No, the follow-up is saved by Karma, and a big clear down by Shadow. They have numbers, they can get to this, but Percy does win the race, and that's a great job defending by Percy and Alpine.
Now they're forcing Charlotte to get creative here if they want to have a chance, but they also make sure things are comfortable and controlled. Putting any member of Charlotte in a 1v2 situation spells disaster, as we've seen Alpine play things forward. Almost a chance there from Shadow. Karma tries to put a shot on, it's off target, and Percy will get the clear.
Kind of like the placement there, just not enough power trying to go behind the defense. And Percy didn't bite on it at all. Percy now for Magic Bear. Shadow jumps in the way. That corner boost is not there for anybody. Percy did take midfield, and that means Jordan has to make the stop. He does. He'll set up Percy, and Shadow makes the stop yet again for the Charlotte Phoenix. And how important has Shadow been over the past year for this Charlotte roster on both ends of the field?
Honestly, up and down the field, he is a playmaker, and we've seen him make some solid standout plays. We're going to need to see that here if they want to have any hope of staying in Stage 2. It's do or die for Charlotte Phoenix. 3:30 left on the clock, and the ball's on their end.
Dapper does make the stop as Karma waited patiently for it. Now Shadow off the backboard, double tap, bang, bang!
Shadow comes up big once again, has a free touch mid, dusts Jordan, bye-bye, has the look, and he's not gonna miss that chance. He strikes when he needs to give Charlotte Phoenix the lead.
That is 4 all by himself, unassisted this time. He wins that kickoff pretty cleanly. Through to Jordan. This is awkward as Percy barely got back. That net is free on the kickoff if you can get there against Alpine. Karma makes one save. Dapper's in an impossible spot, and Magic Bear ties the game. This happens every time to Charlotte.
It does. You're absolutely right, it does. They open things up, have the pressure, and next thing you know, Alpine, they turn up the heat and just out-pressure them, put them in some really awkward spots here. Charlotte Phoenix need to, they just all need to come together. Shadow makes a big play. There has to be more momentum off of that. They have to be able to use that in order to continue to hold the lead. Now it's back tied up. There's plenty of time on the game, and this opens things up for Alpine.
Shadow missed one you don't expect him to miss, ever. Coming across there, but that had a lot of zip to it. So does this, and Jordan makes the save in front. Now Shadow trying to bully his way through. He cannot. Magic Bear against Karma. Good read by Karma. She makes the save. Well out in front. Now Dapper Can't follow this up himself. He had to worry about Magic Bear in behind him. Who's going to blink here in Game 4? If it's Charlotte, they could be very well done with the regional.
They are looking for a way out. Kind of locked into their own end. Every time they get it to that midfield line, Alpine sends it right back. Percy was looking for a demo on Karma, doesn't get the demo, and Karma actually picks up the boost. This is great control. She can pinch this, and she does. Now Charlotte have the ball here on Alpine zone. The last cleared out, and Percy looking for the solo play. It'll be knocked away.
That's a good solo effort by Karma on defense. Everybody else downfield. Could have been the tournament there. He doesn't make that save. Shadow against Percy. Ball wins the challenge. Now Karma taking her time, trying to throw off the timing of Magic Bear. Magic Bear again, not biting on any fakes. Just a well-disciplined defense on the Alpine side. Very different from what we saw in the first 3 minutes of Game 1.
Ooh, that's an awkward touch. Dapper can play this forward. Rest all of Charlotte moving forward here on offense. This could be their play. They just have to keep this in on their end. 1 minute remaining, Stacks. But the way these teams have been playing, we are approaching golden goal territory.
Kicks out to Percy, and then Karma is right there to intercept the pass. Battling Magic Bear. Got one demo. Going after Percy. Can't get him going up the wall. And then Percy gets back to make the save on Shadow.
There's so much calculation in that. I was for sure it was a goal. As Shadow makes the touch, defense from Alpine still holding strong. They are not letting anything easily through here from Charlotte Phoenix.
Jordan and Magic Bear tangled up in the corner, so Percy's got to play this out. High through the air, can't get past Shadow. He needs one more touch to make sure there's no quick counterattack, and there is not. Now Shadow goes empty through the backboard. Final seconds, Karma trying to get this out. Boy, she's got to be careful here. Magic Bear won that through to the corner. Shadow, this is going to touch down, one would think. It will. We'll go to overtime with Charlotte's tournament life on the line in Game 3.
A lot of pressure here coming into overtime, but this is how the turnaround happens. Charlotte are going to need to dig deep here, Stacks, if they want to have a chance. Alpine has been forcing the pressure, forcing Charlotte in uncomfortable spots all series long. It'd be a crazy turnaround for Charlotte, one they need, and they have to do it now. Oh,
Shadow
they do
got
it!
this by, and they do! Shadow, who else, wins this in OT, and Charlotte stays alive to fight another game.
My goodness, Stacks, he had 9 boosts when he went up for that jump. Woo. 9! Any less, I don't know if he makes it, but it's just enough. Shadow, prolific player from Charlotte Phoenix. They are not done yet.
Well, you're never out of it when you've got Shadow on your side, and man, oh man, did he come through. 2 goals from 6 shots. I believe both goals unassisted, as he has been a house for Charlotte. And now, on the Alpine side, Daz, I think, well, we had a chance to close these guys out. We didn't. Uh-oh.
I will say it was a little quiet for the Alpine Esports group. They didn't necessarily have so much offensive pressure that we've seen from them in turn, and especially only held to 1 goal that game. And you can put that as credit on Charlotte Phoenix and how well they've adjusted. They stay alive here, but they are going to have to keep this up. Meanwhile, Alpine, they're going to have to shake this off and get right back into it. The clock does not stop. We are back into another game.
5 more minutes with, again, Charlotte having their tournament flash before their very eyes. They're still alive for now. Dapper trying to chase this one down, and Magic Bear will chase him off it. Magic Bear past Karma, but not past Shadow. Dapper can take this feed and throws that ball high. Jordan just roll it out there. Karma thought about it. She had to peel off right at the last moment. Good drop down for Dapper, though. And see the passing, it's a little better from Charlotte, but it's not the passing that's opening up opportunities. It's just Shadow being Shadow.
That's a good point, but you have to understand there's still 2 more players here on Charlotte Phoenix, and they need to step up. Oh, no, Dapper. He just has to sit and watch as Percy plays that past him.
This is amazing from Jordan. The first touch and then the pass had the defense of Charlotte just dancing on a string. That was amazing.
I believe that's the first time Alpine has scored the first goal in this series. And they do so with just overwhelming pressure. Jordan again versus Shadow. Went for the bump, but Shadow got a piece of it. Good effort for Dapper to knock it away, and they will be able to transition.
Dapper coming up, but he's a little late, so Magic Bear has that through. Karma late on the challenge as well. And Shadow eats a demo. Now Karma. Have to do this without Shadow. Dapper coming on. All he can do is throw it off to the side. Now Shadow's back in the play. This is the guy that Charlotte needs involved. Can't make anything happen. Percy now, wide turn, and he will score! He had a convoy with him with Magic Bear. Just running interference, and it works out.
And Alpine, they charge down the field. Karma barely misses that, and Percy smooth as he gets the goal right past him. Percy sitting 2 for 2 this game.
That makes 5 in the series now for Percy. 3 players have 5 goals apiece. Percy, Magic Bear, and of course Shadow. Dapper got around Magic Bear, and they have a chance to get downfield, but they didn't take the ball with them. Finally, Shadow gets that to the backboard, but Percy on his way back will make the stop. And, oh, Charlotte's going to be kicking themselves because they absolutely should have been able to score.
And now you have to look at the timer if you're a Charlotte fan. Less than 3 minutes remaining and down by 2. Not an easy feat against Alpine, especially when they have the pressure. Karma able to save this, but they have to get this ball out of their end.
They do, and they've got to do a better job of boost management because Alpine is taking a ton of boost out of the Charlotte Phoenix end. Here is Magic Bear. He's got Percy downfield, but led him too far.
Percy tries to let Dapper play that into him. They finally get this cleared, but slow with the midfield as it's pushed right back into their own end. Charlotte are struggling here as the clock continues to tick. Almost 2-minute mark coming up soon. Offensive chance. Dapper shot blocked from Magic Bear. Karma will try to keep this in play, but team low on boost, they'll have to go back.
Been a theme for the Phoenix. Magic Bear beaten out by Dapper, though. Shadow got a demo. Jordan's got to have this clear, and he does. And a double commit from Shadow and Karma. Can Shadow still make anything from it? No. Dapper came up too, but Jordan could not steer it inside the lines, and nobody is forward for Alpine as that ball rolled dangerously across the line. Now Percy looking to finish the job, and did Magic Bear get a piece of that? I think he did. Yeah. Now here goes Dapper, and Shadow and Magic Bear just beat Shadow to the punch.
This is back and forth. Opportunity to be so strange between these two teams. It looked like a free goal for Alpine. And they got into each other's way. Meanwhile, Charlotte bumping each other while they're trying to get a clear out. And almost a chance for them on the other end. All that happening. And I think Alpine are okay with it. They've successfully killed 2 minutes of gameplay and still maintain a 2-goal lead.
Dapper needs another touch, but could not go underneath Jordan on the play. As Shadow's got to make a quick turn, and this is a reason that Shadow hasn't had a lot of boost. He's had to make those turns. Now Dapper throwing one to the backboard. Karma's got to get this out to Shadow, but he can't come up for it. He was too far back. It is open, but Percy can't score. Jordan can't, but Magic Bear can. And that is all she wrote.
That's got to be the dagger here. Alpine pass plays and just completely taking everything Charlotte Phoenix have thrown at them and have dusted it off to the side, pick things right back up, go again, and they are looking to take this game in a 3-0 shutout.
Would be the only shutout of the series if they do so, and finally a return to form defensively for Alpine. Again, a team that has been pretty stingy on the defensive end. 20 seconds remain. It is desperation time now for the Phoenix, and they cannot get out of their own zone, and that's pretty much going to do it. Alpine Esports will survive for one more round in this regional. They will play in a 5th round, trying to get into the top 8. As time is run out on the Charlotte Phoenix. Wow, what a performance, though, from Alpine. Again, all throughout the series, they looked like the better team. They came in expecting to win this series. And while both teams certainly gave up a lot of kind of weird goals and missed some opportunities that you expect teams to score at this level, Alpine secured enough of those chances, and at times they looked like one of the better teams in North America.
They did. You're right. They definitely did there. Charlotte, for me, watching them, it always seemed like they were just a team fighting from behind. Yep. As Alpine just, again, we saw some of those pass plays, and it's something that you see every time you watch Alpine. It's just one of those things that come with it. I even say it myself, Alpine is special, because they consistently hit beautiful pass plays and throw off defenses, and that was really the name of the game. Alpine immediately played their game. Charlotte, we're just playing from behind ever since.
All right, well, if you are on Team Go Pine, let us know what you're thinking about their run and their chances going into our 5th round. Use the hashtag RLCSX. Tweet us out at RL Esports. Again, we've been talking about it all day. FDOT will read every single one of them, and we may even make Spaceman read some of them. You'll see some of Spaceman a little bit later on here. We've got one more matchup here in round 4 to come. Gonna see NRG yet again trying to, I believe, play their way in to the top 8. That's coming up right after this.